Good morning, my great people of Biafra land. Good morning to the Flannerization Republic of Nigeria, and good morning to the world. Happy Sunday to you all, my wonderful people, my viewers, my subscribers, also my haters. I greet you now and I welcome you now to this early Sunday morning broadcast. Good morning to you all and happy Sunday to all my fans out there. May the Almighty Biafra bless us in this new week, this new day, that all we desired must surely make manifest to our lives in the precious mighty name of Biafra. Hear this breaking news. This one have to do with our able sister, where her name be Ezekwesili, who have been on the forefront speaking against this government in any way she can. If they will buy this woman, I'm very, very sure by now the carcass would have been eating everything that concerns her. But to God be the glory, she's still alive, health and healthy, speaking the truth. Now they don't carry the Chadomoto, where we say they don't begin the answer where she belongs, where her loyalty belongs, whether to the people of Biafra, or to the ESN, or to the bad people of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Fulani government of Nigeria. So make gonna hear this news. This one is coming from Buhari Media Organization. They said, IPOB or ESN or Nigeria, where does your loyalty lies? Buhari Media Organization slams Ezekwesili for criticizing Buhari. Okay, let us make this record straight. Let me correct you, Professor somebody, Ali Akinsonji, Abi, what did they call you? Everybody must not like Buhari. For as a matter of fact, he have not done anything to warrant anybody to love him. All that he have done for the past 8 years, what brings him critics? Nothing, not even a praise for a single day. For making the whole of Nigeria go into pandemonium. Our death rate when he climbed that office 2015 was about 12 billion plus. Now 12 trillion, sorry. Now we have over 77 trillion debt. Is that what they will use to praise him? More people have died since the past 8 years. More than what killed people during the time of genocidal war between the Nigerian government and the Biafran Republic. A lot of women have made widows. A lot of children, they have turned them to orphans. We are not fighting war, but indirectly, there's a civil war going on in Nigeria. By Fulani herdsmen, by bandits, by Boko Haram and ISWAP and the rest of other killing unknown gunmen, or what did they being called, without knowing that unknown gunmen, they are the one that belong to the security architecture of Nigeria. All these things have been doing just to sabotage the movement of Biafra, but it will not happen. So when I don't hear them, all the Ezekwesili, we know say you be Biafran, notwithstanding. But let them control the question. And that is where we stand. So my wonderful people, if you never subscribe to my channel, please, I want you to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified each time we go live. I will post something new on this channel or another channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Please, tighten your seatbelt too, because I have no time to waste. Let me kick the ground rolling. Abi, let us hit the ball rolling. According to Agbado Ministry of Abuja. Former Minister of Education, Obi Ezekwesili, have been asked to choose where her loyalty lies between the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, the Eastern Security Network, or the good people of Nigeria. Imagine that. I'm very, very sure, because I know that snake can never give birth to dog. Snake must only beget a snake. Look at what Buhari Media Organization is asking this our sister. Tell me, is this question now make sense? Does it make sense in any form? Even to the extent of calling Eastern Security Network. Hey, confusion everywhere. Make on those days the mumu. Very soon, okay, morn again, Fiam Nanya, Biafra, in one. Let us continue. The Buhari Media Organization lampooned the former minister and asked her to make an honest choice where she belongs, following her repeated criticism of President Muhammadu Buhari. All what that man, whether the kind of old man or be that old Haggard native doctor, whether what he have done for in the past or the last 8 years, it called for criticism. So do not defend what is not defendable. I know that is the work of APC. In a statement issued on Saturday by Buhari Media Organization Chairman Niyi Akinsonju, said it had become the norm for her to inundate the public space with a noxious chemistry of bad mouthing and ill-mannered pontification in addressing Buhari. Akinsonju said it is more intriguing. It is. More intriguing is her determination to express her opinion in the most vainglorious manner. Buhari Media Organization said citizens expect Southeast leaders to condemn the killing of 2 personnel of the American consulate in Anambra, but Ezekwesili decided to resort to attacking the president. The Nigerian leaders' media group berated Ezekwesili, adding that her refusal to come out strongly after the ambush is clearly indicative of a barefaced stop-to-fetch. Voila. Ezekwesili to declare where her loyalty lies. Is it to the indigenous people of Biafra, the Eastern Security Network, or to the bad people of Nigeria? Akinsonji quipped. He said the former World Bank vice president's conduct smacks of hypocrisy, of desperately desiring to remove the speck in the other person's eye while her own is lying there, according to the news. The Biafra Media Organization informed Ezekwesili that the Buhari administration in recent years made gains in its fight against banditry, terrorism, and kidnapping. Which gain did they make? Look at the number of people that were killed in Plateau the other day, just. Look at Taraba. One community was shot completely dead. Burned people's houses and rendered that community. No single soul survived unless somebody who is outside that country, outside that very local government when the bandits struck. Now you are telling us that Buhari make more gains. And I wonder the kind of gains that you people are talking about. Even in the southeast, we daily count the numbers of IPOB and ESN operatives either neutralized or arrested by security personnel, the statement added. During the week, former presidential aide Reno Mokri accused Ezekwesili of bias after the attack on the United States embassy staffs. The social critic said it took the financial experts less than an hour to enter the street and dance naked when Deborah Samuel was killed in Sokoto. That is the way it is. My good people, Speaker Abbas Carlo lobby Abia Governor-elect Oti and Labour Party members for their votes. And I saw under the TM, and I saw it take BO, and I saw they keep lobbying. Chineji. Tajuddin Abbas and Benjamin Carlo of the All Progressive Congress APC running for Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the upcoming 10th House of Representatives, respectively, have visited the Governor-elect of Abia State, Alex Oti. Their meeting in Abuja was part of a broader consultation tour, reaching out to influential figures across different political parties in preparation for the June 13 inauguration of the 10th National Assembly. On this day, Parliament presiding officers will be chosen. During this visit, Abbas and Carlos sought the endorsement of Oti, a member of the Labour Party, along with other Abia representatives from the opposition parties. Carlo, a returning APC member of the House from Abia, is looking to build support in a state where the Labour Party dominated in the governorship and parliamentary race. Tinubu returns to Nigeria after undergoing medical treatment in France. Even before the inauguration, he went for medical checkup for complete good 2 times. I thought there's a medical, there's a hospital that they don't build in Aso Villa that cost over 12 billion naira to build. What happens to that place, and why are you traveling to abroad for undergoing treatment? President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has returned to Nigeria after reportedly undergoing medical treatment in France. Nigerian News report that this comes ahead of the week-long activities planned for his inauguration on May 29. The former governor of Lagos State, who has spent about 10 days in France, was received at the Abuja airport by the Senate President Ahmed Lawan, Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima, a former Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio, Governor of Kano, Abdullahi Ganduje, among others. According to Tinubu's media aide, Tunde Rahman, his principal upon his return, would meet with investors and fine-tune transition plans. Leaked audio, Tinubu has abandoned us, Ganduje cries. Meanwhile, in Kano, leaders of the All Progressive Congress, APC, are voicing concerns over a private meeting between President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, the presidential candidate of the New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP. Nigerian News had earlier reported that during their 4-hour meeting in France, topics discussed included the potential of Kwankwaso joining the incoming cabinet. This platform noted that Kano's APC leader, Abdul Majid Kwamanda, in a statement said that Kwankwaso should not receive any appointment in the upcoming administration, not even as a messenger. Should Tinubu ignore our outcry and appoint Kwankwaso, we are going to disrupt the entire APC in the north and withdraw our support for him, Kwamanda told reporters. Leaked phone call. An alleged leaked phone call recording between Governor Abdullahi Ganduje and Ibrahim Masari, a former vice presidential candidate of the APC, added that the uproar, according to Daily Trust. In the call, the governor was heard expressing his displeasure at the president-elect's meeting with Kwankwaso, claiming unfair treatment. Ganduje lamented. Now, he, Tinubu, is seeing Kwankwaso as an alternative to us. That's what the thing take be now. In the recording, Masari, a Tinubu ally, tried to saute the governor, asking him to wait until he meets with the Tinubu and advising him to remain calm. Governor Ganduje left Kano for Abuja late Friday and is expected to meet with Masari over the weekend before meeting with the president-elect, Bola Tinubu. 10th Senate. Does Tinubu administration plan to annihilate the Igbos, or do we have yet another coincidence? The zoning of the 10th National Assembly Senate Presidency to the South-South by the National Working Committee of the ruling All Poverty Congress, APC, has created a certain level of unrest among senators from other regions. Nigerians recall that a few weeks back, the new Working Committee had zoned the Senate presidency to the South-South and speakership of the House of Representatives to the Northwest. The party also zoned the Deputy Senate presidency to the Northwest and Deputy Speaker to the Southeast. Specifically, this was carried out with the zoning template of the President-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The party therefore settled for Senators Godswill Akpabio and Barau Jibril for Senate President and Abbas Tajuddin and Ben Kalon for House of Representatives leadership. This particular move by the President-elect begs the question of annihilating the Igbos from his incoming administration. Perhaps this might just be another coincidence, or are the Igbos being deliberately ignored by Tinubu's government? Not long ago, the President-elect came under heavy criticism over the non-inclusion of any person from the southeast part of the country in his transition committee. There were insinuations from the various groups that the former governor of Lagos State was suffering from what they termed Igbophobia, a deep resentment for the Igbos. Regions that have dominated the Senate presidency so far. There have been 8 Senate presidents so far in the Fourth Republic, and the first 5 of them were from the Southeast region. The next 2 from the North Central region, and the outgoing one from the Northeast. The Igbos that held the seat were Evans Ezekwesili from Imo State, who served between June and November 1999. Between June and November 1999. Tuba Okadigbo from Anambra State, who served from 1999 to 2000. Look at the short space. So this one now, they are counting them as people who hold the Senate president. What happens to Evans Enwere that made him to serve between June and November, just months, 1999. Then Tuba Okadigbo take over from him and serve from that 1999 to 2000, only 1 year. Pius Anyim from Ebonyi State, who served between 2000 and 2003, only 33 years, not even complete one tenure. Adolphus Wabara from Abia State, who served between 2003 and 2005, only 2 years. And Kenan Namane from Enugu State, who served from 2005 to 2007, only 2 years. Look at Ahmed Lawan, completed good 8 years. Calculate how many years these people serve. It's not up to one. It's not up to one. The 2 terms that Ahmed Lawan has served, and they will be counting it that now Igbo State have hold the highest Senate President office. How? Some people rule months. Chukwuka Adibo ruled only 1 year, 1999 to 2000. Then Pius Anyim Pius ruled only 3 years, while Adolphus Wabara rules only 2 years. Then Kenan Namane ruled only 2 years. What is? Do the mathematics. 2 years here plus 2 years here, that is 4 years. 4 years here plus 3 years here, that is how many? That is 7 years. Then 7 years here plus 1 year, that is 8 years. 8 years and 6 months or 4 months. 8 years and 4 months. That is what the Igbos are holding. That is not even a complete one time. And in their sense now, Igbos have hold the highest office. Word. The North Center produced David Mark, make it a listen, from Benue State, who presided from 2007 to 2015. One complete 2 times, 8 good years. And Bukola Saraki from Kwara, who served from 2015 to 2019. Bukola Saraki did only one times. Then the present Senate President, Ahmed Lawan, who was elected in 2019, is from Yobe State in the Northeast region. This one served only 4 times. Only 1 time, that is 4 years. From the above, one fact stand out that the Igbos, compared to other regions, have dominated the Senate presidency for a while now. Have you seen it? So, can we indeed say that the Tinubu administration has refused to practice inclusivity, or is he giving other regions more opportunities for participation? If indeed the soon-to-be president is trying to give other regions a chance, do we then ignore the glaring fact that if Akpabio emerges as the leader of the National Assembly, the 3 most powerful positions in the country, presidency, Chief Justice of Nigeria, and the Senate, would be held by the South here, bringing us back to the argument of lack of inclusivity. But yet again, one might ask, what exactly should be the yardstick for choosing a Senate president? Should be the focus on capability, or on what? We should ask ourselves that question. A representative of the former lawmakers in the upper legislative chamber, Senator Bashir Lado, has said that they have chosen Akpabio in the spirit of fairness and equity. According to him, in the spirit of equity, fairness, political expediency, and following extensive consultations with stakeholders, we hereby express our total support for what? For the zoning of the position of the president of the Senate, of the 10th Senate, to the South-South geopolitical zone of Nigeria. Let us take a quick look at other candidates and see if indeed the former Akwa Ibom governor was chosen on the basis of equality. Senate presidency candidacy. Senate presidency candidates. No less than 6 senators are contesting for the seat of the Senate presidency. The contestants are from 4 of the nation's 6 geopolitical zones: the Northwest, Southeast, South-South, and the North Central. Senator Barau Jibril from Kano State and the former governor of Zamfara State, Abdulaziz Yari, are the two contestants from the Northwest. From the Southeast, there are two aspirants in the race. They are former governor of Abia State, who is the incumbent Senate whip, Oji Uzokalo, and the Osita is Naso from Imo State. From the South, we have the chosen one, Akpabio, who between the year 2015 and 2019 was the Senate Minority Leader. Adams Osomole, a former governor of Edo State, and former national chairman of the APC, has also been mentioned from the zone. Senator Sani Musa from Niger State in the North Central is also in the race, but has indicated preparedness to accept the Deputy Senate President seat should the APC zone the top seat elsewhere. The APC has a slimmer majority in the incoming 10th Senate with 59 members. The PDP has 29 members, the Labour Party has 6 members, and the New Nigerian Party, NNPP, and the Social Democratic Party have 2 members each. All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, and the Young People's Progressive Party, YPP, complete the 109-member Senate with just 1 member each. Are the Igbos ready to receive Tinubu's olive branch? In a bid to get a second opinion of the situation, Nigerian News reached out to a seasoned political analyst, Jide Ojo, who gave a telephone interview to this online publication, opined that indeed it was no coincidence that the Senate presidency was offered to the South. He argued that the Senate should have been zoned to the East to placate Igbos, considering that Nigeria is made up of 3 major tribes. He, however, noted that the Igbos, on the other hand, have shown no indication that they would love to sheath their sword and work with Tinubu's administration. He cited the later prolific writer Ngozi Chimamanda Adichie wrote to the United States complaining of irregularities in the general election after its president Joe Biden sent a congratulatory message to the president-elect. Speaking further, Ojo pointed to the suit initiated by the presidential candidate in the 2019 presidential election and constitution lawyer Chief Ambrose Albert Owuru, aimed at stopping the inauguration of Tinubu. He recalled how the obedience movement attacked the governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo, when he suggested that the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi work with the presidency to move the country forward. Ojo went on to state that despite this support for the Senate presidency to be given to the Igbos as an olive branch, it should not be forgotten that the region has produced more Senate presidents than others. He noted that Tinubu's decision to shun the Igbos might not totally be his fault, as the Igbos have also shown that they are not ready for healing. He noted that he is of the opinion that despite all this, the Senate presidency should have been zoned to the Southeast. That is from his own personal opinions. Presidential Tribunal, Peter Obi needs 7 weeks to call 50 witnesses. The 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, who is challenging the outcome of the presidential election that was held on February 25th, had requested 7 weeks to call 50 witnesses to prove his case against the president-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The request was made on Saturday during the continuation of the pre-hearing case before the Presidential Election Tribunal headed by Justice Haruna Tsunami. Nigerian News understand Obi and Labour Party intend to present 50 witnesses to court who will testify for 30 minutes in court, excluding the time for any electronic demonstration of evidence. Their lawyer, Awakalu San, announced this during the pre-hearing season in the petition on Saturday. Explaining the reason behind the request, Kalu said his client will require 7 weeks to present their case because they are still experiencing some hiccups in their dealings with the Independent National Electoral Commission. He said the petitioners are here to conduct the court-ordered forensic examination of the beavers' devices used for the last presidential election and yet to receive some of the documents requested by INEC. This was also buttressed by a member of Obi's legal team and the chieftain of the Labour Party, Kenneth Okonkwo, who wrote via his Twitter account, Labour Party and Atupito Obi will require 7 weeks to give evidence in their case. They will present 50 witnesses to court who will testify for 30 minutes in court, excluding the time for any electronic demonstration of evidence. The court will rule on it subsequently. Article to call 100 witnesses. People's Democratic Party PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar is planning to summon 100 witnesses in support of his petition before the presidential election petition court. This strategy contrasts with the approaches of other involved parties, as the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC plans to call 22 witnesses, Bola Tinubu 39, and the All Progressive Congress APC 25. Wahala. The plans for the number of witnesses are part of the suggested modalities for the primary hearing of Atiku Abubakar's petition concerning the outcome of the presidential election held on February 25th. The proposals are also include granting more time, 20 to 30 minutes, for the principal examination of key witnesses and expert witnesses, some of whom will be subpoenaed to testify under oath. According to Chris Uche, senior advocate of Nigeria, late counsel to Abubakar, they will need only about 3 weeks to present their witnesses, despite the law allowing for a period of 7 weeks. You want incoming president to use a clinic you never trusted and patronized, Shehu Sani replies Aisha Buhari. Former lawmaker Shehu Sani has spoken hours after the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, stated that incoming presidents no longer need to go abroad to get treated. Recall that the First Lady, while speaking at the newly inaugurated 21 billion naira presidential wing of the State House Medical Center in Abuja, stated that there will be no longer there will no longer be need for future presidents and their families members to seek medical treatment abroad. Buhari revealed that she first nurtured the idea of a presidential wing in 2017 after her husband's extensive stay in London for medical treatments. She said, "I am quite happy, feeling fulfilled, though we are living, but all the same, we thank God the project has come in reality. I opted for it 6 years now. I initiated this project 6 years ago when my husband spent 3 months abroad, consecutively 90 days, and it shouldn't be because we have all the experts in Nigeria. We only need a good platform." The hospital that is supposed to serve the first family is serving like 35,000 people, which is quite much. That is why I insisted we should have a VIP wing within the proximity of the presidential villa. This one is for the health and wellness of the first family. They don't need to go abroad now. They only need to maybe fly in experts to help our people, So no need for any leader to spend months and months abroad because of health care. Reacting via a post on Twitter, Sani noted that while the Buharis were in power, they never trusted and patronized the clinic, but want the incoming administration to do otherwise. He wrote, "They never trusted and patronized their villa clinic for 8 years. They now furnish it and want the next president to do so. Furnish it with 21 billion naira. Not even to build it. So that hospital is there, have been there already before. According to this news I'm reading now. The hospital have been there. And the hospital is serving over 35,000 people. So they said it is necessary for them to have a presidential wing in that very hospital, so that the presidents will be going there to do what? To have their medical checkups. And what they used to do that wing, not the entire hospital, is 21 billion naira. On our way on, Aisha Buhari, posterity will judge you, your husband, and the cabinet that is squandering the poor masses' money on frivolities. So, my wonderful people, I think here we go take stock because today is Sunday. We don't have much news today. This one is just a roundup news. I just want to make it sharp so that as you're waking up, preparing for your churches or going to your mosque or going to your ROC, just use this news to step down and do what? And have a nice day. May the Almighty Chukwukabiama, the blessed God, we bless us in Eke, we bless us in Orie, Afo, and also in Kwo, and I saw the thing take be. So make sure they subscribe to my channel, they like my content, they share it, and also do what? Keep on commenting because the comment is very, very necessary. I will leave you here. Make sure do what? Make sure use this one to step down this Sunday morning. I'll be right back. Thank you very much. May God bless us all. Thank you as you listen.